Hi, in this video we can see that how we can handle the runtime exception or user defined exception in a Spring Boot application. So in a Spring Boot application we have control advice annotation. So no, we need to create control advice classes. We have already created handle exception. So when we create a control advice handle classes exception, so inside that we create more than one exception handler. So currently in a testing purpose we just consider exception means all types of exception handle. Suppose I add here SQL exception, IO exception. So suppose here SQL regarding exception throw, then this method will call, or either if I add here IO exception, then IO exception regarding exception will call here this method. So here we can add specific exception wise handler, exception handler, or specific logical exception handler. So currently testing purpose I only exception dot class, so all types of exception I manage here, handle exception and time add here. So we can check here control advice classes and exception handler one method. So first I close it and open employee controller, and one API. Inside API I throw null pointer exception. So when null pointer exception generated, then control advice class call. Control advice classes this exception handler method will call and generate these responses, message and time. So now we start the application and check out exception handler mapping proper or not. So once application running successfully, then it will integrate a success. So mapping is success. Now we hit API from Postman for testing. So demo test API. Now I hit, and now see this exception handler will call time and message. Now I change a message for checkout. It is reflected or not. Now we restart the application. Test handle exception. So purpose of control advice is that our global exception we can handle inside the control advice classes, and we can add number of exception handler with specific exception handler, exception dot class and SQL exception, IO exception. So that's